In order to bend, let's say angle bars, you can also bend U-channels of different sizes in the same way. To make such a sheet metal bender, I needed 2 angle bars. Here I've already clamped them with clamps. For the base of the sheet metal bender, as you can clearly see here, there is a hollow rectangular steel pipe section, measuring exactly 40 mm by 30 mm now. Next, moving along the outer edges, I have carefully marked out exactly where we need to cut, so that these heavy hinges aren't simply welded right on top, but instead they will be neatly recessed down to a precise middle level for a much cleaner finish. By designing it this way, when this specific part is bent exactly like this, it will be prevented from shifting or sliding to either side and will instead lift up perfectly straight in a vertical motion, and I have carefully cut out these precise rectangular openings to accommodate the installation of the hinges. Here is what we end up with. I've also cut through here and in this spot while it was still hot. And now, at this stage of the project, the sheet metal bender is almost completely ready for final assembly and mounting. On the supporting part, the clamping bar has holes drilled for bolts to secure it tightly. The mounting to the table has already been done. As you can see, I welded on some angle pieces, made 2 holes and attached it directly. So when I eventually remove them, the sheet metal bender itself is remarkably compact and definitely won't take up much space in your workshop. But at the same time, if you actually need to use it for a project, you can easily attach it to this sturdy workbench or even a heavy metal table and work with it without any issues at all. Now I'm going to carefully weld them right on the edges so that, let's just say, it will be much more convenient and significantly easier for you to bend these metal sheets precisely. This setup ensures that everything remains stable and functional whenever you're ready to start your fabrication work. For convenience during welding, since I'm doing all of this alone, I constantly use these kinds of clamps. It's much more convenient, and when you clamp it with the clamps, you can roughly measure and check to make sure there are no mistakes. Here we can see I've clamped the self-lifting bar and also clamped the handle with the clamps. The handle. And now we weld it. So I've welded the handle. Let's say the whole structure is now assembled. Now, I can demonstrate for you on this small specific piece of profile exactly how this entire process works. So let us take a much closer look at the details together. It's actually quite effortless. And just like that, it has successfully bent the metal piece. You can easily install some wing nuts to make the process much more convenient. And you can just slightly loosen the screw on this particular side so you don't have to completely remove it when bringing the next piece up. I've successfully unscrewed every single component, and now, as we can clearly see, the bend is absolutely excellent, perfectly smooth and even. Everything is incredibly precise, just as it was originally intended. That is exactly how it turned out. I'll mention the distance between the hinges. It's about 107 centimeters. I'll need to prime it so it doesn't rust and then set it aside. Until the time comes when I need to bend sheets, I need some 2x2 angle bars. Here's the galvanized sheet, about 0.7. You can tell by the color that it's still Soviet made. I'm inserting it along the lines. Or more precisely, along the marks. I marked the spots and set it in place. Next I press down one side by hand. Done. And I do the same with the other side. You can bend it like this, but I don't really like it that way, so I take a wrench and tighten one side a bit more. If I had to do a lot of these, I would have used a wing nut. And now we can see our little corner, it's bent. Next, all that's left is to remove it.